What's good, y'all? I don't know if this is gonna go viral or not, or it's gonna get traction or get views, but this type of video, like, I just gotta get it off my chest, because that's the whole goal at the end of the day. I don't really care if it goes viral or not. But I gotta talk about this, because I think social media has people genuinely believing that life is way worse than it actually is. I see it all the time on social media, and it shows up in almost every part of life, but especially in dating, success, and how people even see themselves. Let's start with dating. Everywhere I look online, I see people saying dating is cooked, dating is over, relationships are dead, men are doomed, women are doomed, nobody can trust anybody. Just a whole lot of nonsense. And look, I'm not even some sort of like dating expert. I'm literally a virgin, a 23-year-old virgin, matter of fact. Which is, yeah, like, y'all can make fun of me or whatever. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But even as a virgin, I can tell when something doesn't even line up with reality, okay? Because the internet and real life, they are two completely different things and places, all right? Social media makes money by showing you the craziest things possible. Think about it. If a couple has a healthy relationship for like 8 years, right? And they post their 8-year anniversary on YouTube, nobody, like, that video is not gonna really get any views compared to if somebody cheats on their boyfriend with their husband. Guess what? Millions of views. If some guy gets rejected in the most embarrassing way possible, millions of views. Somebody catches their partner texting someone else, hundreds, thousands of views on YouTube, probably even millions on YouTube. Definitely millions of views on TikTok, because like TikTok's easier to get million. But y'all get what I'm saying. The algorithm isn't even showing you reality. It's showing you what gets attention. Okay? And after seeing that every day, because the way how my YouTube FYP is, or my explore page, basically like my recommended, it's just filled with, the same stuff that I was complaining about, talking about how dating is cooked, because I am, like I said, I am virgin at this age, at my big age. Looking at these type of videos and stuff like that, it kind of makes sense as to why I'm watching this, so I can get a good idea of how dating works in the real world. But then I realized soon that that's just not the way to go about it. I just realized that people just have to go outside. That's all you have to do. And then, and after seeing that every day, people start believing that's how everybody acts. Then they start saying things like all women are gold diggers, all men are cheaters, nobody's loyal anymore, dating is impossible. Meanwhile, if you actually go outside, most people are just normal. And another thing that I notice as well, especially because I work at a movie theater part-time, I see couples all the time, like real normal people on dates, laughing, holding hands, grabbing snacks, just enjoying each other's time. Nothing dramatic, nothing like what the internet makes you think relationships are supposed to be. And I know what some people are thinking right now. They're like, yeah, but their partner could still be unfaithful, or yeah, that relationship could still be toxic behind the scenes. And yes, technically anything could be happening behind closed doors. But what you guys have to understand is that thinking like that all the time is exactly the problem. Because that mindset, it keeps you locked into a negative narrative. It makes you start assuming the worst about everything. Like even when what you're seeing is just normal life happening in front of you. And that's what social media does to you. That's what these videos you see all the time on YouTube does to you. It trains your brain to look for the worst case scenarios first, instead of just seeing things for what they are. And a lot of these people who are giving you guys advice on how cooked our generation is, bro, these people are just going off of their own experience, their own bad experiences, and they're just judging everything. And in their mind, they think they have to do that to protect themselves. But bro, it's not worth it. Trust me. Anybody who's married and happily, they'll tell you what I'm saying is definitely right. But yeah, and another thing, most guys aren't toxic influencers. Most women aren't gold diggers. Most relationships aren't disasters. Most people are just trying to live their lives, bro. And that's what confuses me. You'll have people online saying dating is terrible, Then Friday night comes and they're still going out trying to meet people at clubs even. How does that even make sense? But it's it's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. People aren't really experiencing reality anymore. They're experiencing clips, rage baits, and viral moments, which I myself, like I said, I was a victim of, you know what I'm saying? But not anymore. That's why I'm making this video, so I could, you know what I'm saying, show y'all it's much more to life than social media. Now the same thing happens with success. I remember I was streaming on Twitch. People found out that I lived with my mom, you know what I'm saying? I was actually about, I mean, this was last year, so I was 22 years old when this happened. And some of my chatters, they're actually like adolescents. They're teenagers, right? So when they found out that I lived with my mom, actually in my mom's basement as of right now, grinding, because I'm not just slacking living in my mom's basement, but I also have a part-time job as well. Some of my younger viewers, they started to make fun of it. They were saying, bro, I can never live with my mom at 22, 23. Even some people were even saying they can never do that in their 20s, which is kind of ridiculous. And I remember thinking, where does that mindset come from? Because most of the people saying that aren't even adults yet. They're getting their expectations from social media once again. They see influencers with penthouses, Lamborghinis, luxury apartments, million-dollar businesses, and then they think that's what a normal 22-year-old is supposed to look like. They think that's what their life is supposed to look like by the time that they turn 22. Okay, man. The average 22-year-old is literally figuring out their life. The average 26-year-old, 27-year-old is still figuring out their life. Some are even in school. Some are still working part-time. Some are helping their parents pay bills, which is the exact position that I'm in right now as a 23-year-old. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but social media has taken the exception and made it feel like the expectation. Now people think if they're not a millionaire by 22 or 23 or driving supercars or sports cars by 23, they're behind in life. When in reality, they're comparing themselves to a tiny percentage of the population. And here's the part that really messes with people. And it's even in the title as well. Most people already know social media isn't real. The same people that be having these expectations, they know it's unrealistic, but they say it. Ask anyone, they'll say, yeah, influencers fake their lifestyle, or yeah, Instagram is a highlight reel. Yeah, people only post the good parts. Like everybody knows, but then 5 minutes later, they're comparing themselves to them anyways, putting themselves in a deep depression or deep hole. Like we know it's fake, but it still affects us. And I think it's because knowing something logically and believing it emotionally are two different things. Everyone knows movies aren't real, but people still crying during movies. People still get scared. People still feel something. Because your brain reacts to what it sees. The only reason why I got on YouTube to really talk about this is something that I like really realized. Hopefully there are people that, you know, agree with me. If you disagree with me, you could probably just put it in the comments and share your thoughts or whatever. And I'm open to any conversation. Like I said, like I'm the type of guy, like I'm very open, so I could admit if I'm wrong, or I could be, you know, open-minded to other opinions. But yeah, like you start seeing enough luxury apartments and your place doesn't feel good enough. Like you start seeing supercars and your car doesn't feel good enough. Like that one J. Cole song. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you see enough success stories and you feel behind, even though you guys know better. And I'm tired of seeing stuff like this in my algorithm or in my recommended on YouTube or even on my TikTok. It's ridiculous. You guys know better, you know. Stop saying this stuff is cooked. Stop saying, you know, people are, no, it's not, bro. You just gotta go outside. But yeah, bro, I just came here to really speak my thoughts. Hopefully get y'all opinions, because that's actually the main goal of this video in the first place, just to get y'all opinions and get, you know, y'all talking to see where your heads is at. And yeah, it's your boy Lamar. Hopefully y'all stick around for my next video that I'm gonna upload. Also gonna be another gaming think piece, if you guys are even gonna watch it. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all. Hopefully y'all have a blessed day. Praying for whoever watches this, or just praying for y'all in general. And bye.